Back at it. This is another one from the previous one. I want to talk about something real quick, man, about my wife and so on. I'm not going into how I love my wife. I want to attack this real quick before I forget. I love my wife, right? Um, when I'm reflecting about, because altogether, 12 people, you know what I'm saying? 12 people is who I had sex with since I've been married in 2005. Since I've been under the holy matrimony covenant of God. That's how much people I have sex with. I know it's hurtful. Like if I'm in my wife's shoes and like if she definitely is not cheating and stuff, I wanna. It's definitely hurtful. Okay, I'm not saying this to hurt her feelings because I know there's a possibility also she could see this video. I'm not trying to hurt her feelings. I am not ashamed for having those affairs. If it's if because I mean I have to use some empathy because if you love somebody, it's basically like love your neighbor as you love yourself, and I mean like you want the same respect back, right? So understanding that if she is indeed hurtful and stuff, it hurts me. Okay, it hurts me that she's hurting. Okay, um, and I will have to do a lot of acting skills. I'm putting myself back in that moment of time. Okay, because no matter who you are, if somebody's hurting, it's going to make you feel guilty. Okay, um, in the time of anger and rage and stuff, when I'm saying to you, like, I'm gonna cheat on you, I'm gonna cheat on you, like, I'm not saying I wasn't saying that to hurt her. I was saying that psychologically so that she could actually have sex with me. You know what I mean? I would say that to people too, man. I would say like, yo, I tell my wife I'm gonna cheat on her. You know what I mean? Because like I'm trying my best to negotiate. Like think about me and my wife is like Congress, and I mean like she's the opposition, and I'm the one that's representing the, and I mean like she's because Congress is all the time like she's Democrat and I'm Republican, or vice versa. And I mean, like I'm trying to convince you to have sex. Like it's so silly, sex. And I mean, so like I will say it out to anger, and like my buddy girl wouldn't understand that her name is Marissa. She was like it's like she would never understand the situation. And that's the thing about it. When you have all the money in the world and you see somebody poor and you like, it's so easy to make money. It's so easy to make money. You go there and you work and stuff. You know what I mean? No, how the economy is today, if you go there and you work and stuff, right? You could have 15 jobs. You can't even, it's hard for you to catch up. You have to have an education. You cannot be, and even people who have degrees and stuff still struggle because they have a whole bunch of debt for the student loans and stuff. And, I mean, they won't get a lifestyle. They won't get a lifestyle of the extremely super rich and so on. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about it. The extremely super rich, that's how I should start it over. The extremely super rich wouldn't understand about ministry. You know what I mean? Those that have doesn't know those that do not. They, those that have would never understand the have nots. And that's the bottom line. That's the takeaway. You know what I mean? If you lack in sex and your belly full, because look how much kids Marissa have, man. Marissa like this is her third one now. You know what I mean? She knows she's getting it in. Okay? And she will understand. And that's my problem. I have to convince the masses because the masses is who God is. You know what I mean? The masses, like the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Okay? Right. But one person though that I'm thankful for is that spirit. You know what I mean? That spirit is that mediator between you and God, between you and the fullness thereof, between you and the world. You know what I'm saying? I like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me continue now. Let me see if I have to convince, because I can't convince my wife anymore. So at least let me try to convince the world. All right. So um, I would say to her, I'm going to go and cheat and stuff. Okay. How do I feel now with my wife? I love my wife. Um, Me reflecting of all the the pain that I did, because having sex with 12 people outside of marriage over the years of 2005 to 99 to 2019. You know what I'm saying? Um, in that 14-year period, not that 14 run, that's really bad. You know what I'm saying? That's almost one person every different year. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes it's just be a one-time smash and another recurrence. I hated that one-time smash. You know what I mean? I really did hate it. You know what I mean? But it got me past my pain. You know what I'm saying? No, they're gonna probably look at me as a sex addict and so on. Notice now I'm in my house and stuff, and it's still the only one person I'm having intercourse with. Right? When I can't get that one person, I'm online trying to meet people on Tinder, but nobody's biting. So I have to come back to the one person, just like almost like I'm married all over again. Um, and when I came back from New York City, remember now, there was a lot of ambiguity between me and Kalisa, because Kalisa, I don't need to call her name, me and the chick, because the chick said to me, um, it was over with stuff. Okay, right. So when I got here now, I know for a fact now, even though my heart desires the Philly chick, the Philly chick is giving me a lot of mixed signals and stuff. So I was like, you know what? It's about I don't have any obligation to the Philly chick. So I was like, you know what? Let me see. Let me not put all my eggs in one basket, because that is risk. That is definitely risky. Let me start looking on the outside. Boom. I met somebody at Walmart. I put money into her car battery and stuff. I was like, okay, at this point now, um, let me see what's the possibility of me being with this person right now, because the person with the relationship with person A clearly is not concrete. You know what I mean? It's looking like there's no future. I mean, because somebody who's in and out, who's like unsure about being with you, is mixed signals, right? So at this point now, I'm not. If your job, if you seeing signs that your the job that you're currently working, okay, it's going into debt and stuff, and it's all over the news and stuff about like the job is going to crash and burn. Why stay with that job? Especially that you're not on the board of decision making on that on the board of decision making on that job. At that point, it's intelligent for you to start looking elsewhere. Even if you have inside knowledge, like call me what matters taught. Since even if you have inside knowledge, why would you stay with that job for? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna call inside knowledge part of management. So even though you be ready to jump ship, right? And jumping ship means like you're gonna have something lined up, right, for when this crash, right? I had inside knowledge every day in my marriage, man. And ungratefulness is worse than witchcraft. Okay, I didn't want to be ungrateful. Right? I would stay quiet. I would stay um, because I'm doing it with the intent it's gonna get better. You know what I mean? Just like with these guys and stuff out here harassing me. Every day I'm thinking to myself, yo, it has to get better. It has to get better. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't get better. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm gonna have two lives. Okay? I'm gonna take care of my house. I'm gonna take care of my cars. I'm gonna take care of my kids. I make sure my wife is every time she go to her car, like I will go out and I brush off the snow and stuff. I make her life comfortable because I get comfort in that. And I made it. I was making it. I was making it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And as long as like what you don't know don't hurt you. I love that. You know what I'm saying? But what it do, it makes your heart hard. You know what I mean? You know, because I know she's probably saying like, how I was able to move on so fast. And I mean, how, or whatever. And I mean, like I know right now, if somebody was to watch me from heaven, what I'm doing is look like I was just like horrible. Because I know now is I'm not scamming the government. Okay, I don't have no enemies. I'm not into drugs. I'm not into guns and stuff. You know what I mean? But if they were looking at me from the perspective of how I was living, I'm just assuming, okay? You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to be that intelligible, using logic to decipher what the COINTEL program is all about. This is a bunch of acting. These guys are actors and stuff. They talk about, and that's the thing about psychology. Psychology is acting. It's about the expectations and how to get to that expectation. You know what I mean? So that was just me. The expectation is like the family. I gotta keep the family together. I gotta give the girls what I didn't have growing up. I gotta keep the house together. You know what I mean? I gotta keep my wife happy. You know what I mean? Like even though I'm not getting happiness from my wife, I was still getting the happiness that she was happy. I mean that I'll end. Oh man, it takes me so long to make a point.